Good morning and welcome to the Kokomo Health and Safety Report. In today's COVID update, we're going to address a question that we get a lot from our clients. And that question is, how do we encourage our employees to get vaccinated? Now, it's a very good question and one that we certainly know can be difficult to get all of your employees on board, especially with the plethora of misinformation that's out there. But there is a way, and today we're going to go over 5 simple steps on how to build vaccine confidence in the workplace. Again, we appreciate you guys watching our content. If you find it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. We know that COVID education and vaccine education is really important, so please feel free to share this video with family, friends, and coworkers. Now let's get to it. Real quick, let's get an update on how the vaccine rollout is going across the country. And we'll do that by taking a look at our CDC COVID data tracker. Now, as you can see, there's been over 180 million total vaccine doses delivered, with just a little over 143 million administered. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we have a little over 51 million people already fully vaccinated. That's great, over 51 million people. However, keep in mind that only represents 20% of the population that's over 18 years of age. The good news, though, is that 51 million represents 48.4% of the population over 65 years of age. And that's great because that's the age demographic that is most at risk of death when it comes to COVID. Now, if we look at cases in the last 30 days, they continue to trend down from the peak back in January. And it's good to see that the number continue to go down. However, we do see here that in the last week, the number kind of stabilized a little bit. And I think that's probably because of spring break and the fact that states, a number of states obviously loosened their restrictions and opened up more. So naturally, we're going to see a little bit of an uptick in terms of people testing positive for COVID, but hopefully this doesn't continue to rise up and we can at least stay stable before we see another drop. More importantly, when it comes to death in the last 30 days, that number continues to drop, and we hope that that number will continue to trend down going into this Easter week. Now, of course, it's important to note that in order to continue to bring these numbers down, one of the best ways to do so is to get vaccinated. And to do that, we need to establish confidence in the workplace that getting the COVID-19 vaccine is the right thing to do. So here are 5 steps to build vaccine confidence at work. Number 1, first and foremost, you need to encourage your leaders to be vaccine champions. These leaders should reflect the diversity of the workforce and also be demonstrative and confident and even celebratory of the fact that they got vaccinated. You want to invite your managers and your supervisors to share with their staff the personal reasons for getting vaccinated, why they did it, and how easy it was. It's important that they also emphasize the importance of why you need to be vaccinated, not only for work, but for your family and community. So that's number 1. Get your leaders, get your supervisors, get your managers to be the champions. Number 2, communicate transparently to all workers about vaccination. And that's extremely important given the fact that there's so much misinformation that's out there on the internet. And sometimes you really can't trust friends or even family to give your employees the right information. You, as being their employer, can provide them with the proper resources that addresses their concerns and questions so that they understand what options they have. Number 3, definitely do this. Create a communication plan. What you need to do is share key messages with staff through break room posters, emails, and other communication channels you may have in your workplace, including internal forums, if you have Facebook groups, things like that. What you need to do is emphasize the benefits of protecting themselves, their families, coworkers, and community via this communication plan. Number 4, provide regular updates on topics like the benefits, the safety, the side effects, and effectiveness of vaccinations. Clearly communicate what is currently known and what isn't known. When you become an authority of this information, your coworkers will trust you. And if they trust that you're providing both the positive, negative, and basically um, not quite verified information when it comes to vaccinations, then they know you're not being biased and you're just providing them the best information that you have. Make sure to cite resources, reference the CDC and other reputable sites that are giving you this information. And then finally, number 5, you have to make visible the decision to get vaccinated and celebrate it. This kind of coincides with number 1, but you want to make sure that it's visible that other employees are getting vaccinated, not just the leaders, but everyone. So you want to provide stickers for workers to wear after they get vaccinated, encourage them to post selfies on social media, have them talk about it, share their experience on what it was like, especially for those that are scared, confused, or just, even something as simple as not liking needles. Visible incentives work great as well, whether you're providing hats, t-shirts, lunch parties for all those who are vaccinated. It's extremely important that in front of their eyes and while they are at work, they are seeing that the decision to get vaccinated is the right thing to do. Ultimately, building confidence in the workplace requires clear and transparent communication. We know that whether it's just an issue with anything at work, vaccines, health and safety, payroll, finance, I mean, whatever it is, right? So once people are well informed, the last thing they need to see is proof. And this again is why leadership needs to do their part in order for others to follow. It's really as simple as that. Now, if you need help getting any information out to your staff or educational resources about COVID-19 vaccines, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We have all of that stuff and we've been sharing it with our clients. All of our consultations regarding workplace safety and vaccine education are completely free. We're happy to help. Definitely reach out to us. You can find out our information below. Thanks again for tuning in to our health and safety report. Again, if you found the information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.